Do you have Tari tonight?
That's good to go.
And then just with the Timberwolves having so many guys out and or questionable, what does the mindset become? Obviously, this is a team that you had a very interesting matchup with a couple weeks ago.
And continue to do what we've been doing well. Focus on ourselves and play up to the standard that we need to going into the playoffs. And so want to build off the good games we've been playing overall. Take care of the little quarters here and there, but continue to play good basketball.
Is Josh staying in as your fifth starter tonight?
Yes.
And do you have a sense yet for whether you're going to stick with that going into the playoffs or still to be determined?
That was going to be determined based on matchup.
Do you anticipate a rotating starting lineup in the playoffs, or do you want one 5-man unit that you start throughout the postseason?
No, I wouldn't say we want to stick with one thing only. I think the availability and the versatility that we've had with those groups doing it all year, and guys being prepared to play off the bench or starting works well for us going forward. And so the initial will be based on matchup, and I would assume that would be the case throughout the playoffs.
Hey, Coach, obviously the 8-game winning streak has been talked about a lot, but what do you think you've learned throughout these past 2 games, specifically yesterday having that big lead, 76ers cutting down to a 5-point deficit, y'all still executing, and then against the Suns starting off slow, but y'all still able to come back and then win it by double figures?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it throughout the season, a little bit of inconsistency, but also the fact that we can battle back and get into a game, and not a great trend to lose leads at times. And so, more so than anything, you look at this streak, I'd say, poor start in Chicago, a poor ending in Minnesota, and then poor start in Phoenix, and poor ending yesterday. And outside of that, been playing really well for the most part in some complete games. And so you just try to eliminate those lulls in offense and defense on both sides there, and avoid getting in a hole or having to come back, but or having to keep them, let a lead dissipate. And so consistency is the biggest thing there, and not letting your guard down when teams pull their guys, and or being able to handle the physicality of a press and stay composed.
In this era of load management, what does it say about Kevin Durant at age 37 that he's not only second in the league in minutes, but he's on pace to play his most games since 2013?
That he loves the game, he doesn't want to miss games or come out of games, but also that he prepares himself in the offseason to play heavy minutes, play a lot of games, and having injuries in the past, I'm sure that's part of it. That he's missed almost 2 full seasons due to that, and he sees the importance of himself here with guys being in and out this year, and some guys being up and down. And so his game isn't predicated on athleticism. It's very efficient, and things he does out there, can play a lot of heavy minutes due to that. But as always, we'd like to shave that down if possible. It's getting a little late in the game now, and that's why last night's a little frustrating. You don't want to have to put him back in the 4th quarter there. But is he up to 2 now?
What's that?
Is he up to 2?
Yeah, he's up to 2. Right behind him,
Hoping to get him down. Went the opposite way.
With that heavy workload for Kevin and Amen, last game of the regular season, do you anticipate just having everyone play, or do you anticipate resting some guys and get ready for the playoffs?
It'll be determined based on seeding and anything else that can happen. So how close it is, and based on what happens tonight, we'll figure that out.
Thanks, Coach.